Well, Dale was first of all a master teacher. He's a master teacher in classics. I mean, nobody better at any level. You start with that. He was a master coach who met each kid wherever he was, right? Not just the highest advanced level kids. He always found that one kid who needed that little extra help to make his way forward into Ignatius on a smooth playing field, a level playing field.
You know, when I think of Dale, I think of his love for Linda and Tricia and Stephen, his faithfulness, his fidelity. They meant everything to him. In addition to this amazing career he had, everybody knew what a wonderful athletic director was, coach, teacher, just a completely dedicated and loving husband and father, I would say.
He just flew under the radar. He's one of those guys that, you know, he was the athletic director at Saint Ignatius. That's a huge job, but he didn't ever walk around like he was the guy. He did everything the right way, and that's what kind of person he was.
Dale was a great family man and obviously very devoted to his special wife, Linda. I was here when his son, Stephen, was here, and I got to teach Stephen. And then to meet Tricia, too, who was a huge part of the Ignatius family. And he's always so devoted, made the track meets, made the different events for his own children, but then treated each student here like they were his own child, including the young coaches. He was so good to us, helping us and making sure that we were well appreciated in our service as coaches.
The friendships and the family that kind of grew out of a lot of his success, I think definitely it grew over the course of the 10, 15, 20 years of building the program that he did. Always treat people the same, always treat people the right way, always treat people with respect. And I think that's something that I've always taken from some of his kind of like growing up with him and so forth.
I never really, I guess, understood the scope of the influence that maybe he was having on other individuals. And there was a certain level of success, certainly, before he took over as athletic director, but obviously once he was in that role, you could see those programs all grew, and the success that they had was, you know, tremendous.
He was probably one of the biggest influences on me in terms of work ethic, treating people well. I took a lot of those lessons that I learned from him just having watched him from all those years. And, you know, I always tried to put the kids first because that was one of the things that Dale always tried to do, is to put the needs of the students first, and then to surround yourself with people who believed in the mission of the school, and that way you set yourself up for success.
We were in that process of becoming a powerhouse in football, etc. And Dale navigated us through all of that with great class and with a respect that was given to him by people around the state. It's not often that an athletic director from a Catholic high school in Cleveland has the respect of the people in Columbus, such that they make him a part of their group and that they want his advice on things as far as state tournaments. And we became, in many ways, a beacon of how to do things. And that was very much down to Dale Gabor.
One of the quickest ways of describing Dale is humble leadership. You can have dictators, you know, telling you what you're doing, but that wasn't Dale. Dale was very thorough in, okay, what does the state want from us? What do we need to do? It's just that calming leadership that made a huge difference for us.
Developing relationships. His way of dealing with people around the state of Ohio just impressed me on a daily basis. From the commissioner of the state of Ohio, to his work with the OHSA, to his work as being a track official, I would tell you that his ideals of running the athletic department, his way of running the athletic department, is alive and well at Saint Ignatius right now because of all of those great lessons that he taught me.
I think the three things that became apparent were three things that meant the most to him throughout his whole life: his faith, his family, and Saint Ignatius. So one of the last days of his life, he said to me, I want to go down to the chapel at Saint Ignatius and go to Mass with you, meaning me. So in the end, it was his faith, his family, and Saint Ignatius, and that's all he really wanted.